What's going on, everybody? So back for another live. Been a minute. Um, just really finished competition season. So for a couple of weeks now, but just is still kind of fresh, getting back into the nutrition. But before we get into all of that, let's just go ahead and get into some of these house cleaning rules. One, we're not going to tolerate any disrespect in the chat. We don't want to disrespect anybody. We're about being progressive and positive. So if I see that really going on, you know what it is. You're getting the boot. Everything else, the giveaway is still going on until next week. So if you have not entered into the giveaway, which is always governed by YouTube, the YouTube channel reaching 1,000 views, you need to go ahead and enter that. The way you can enter that is totally free. You don't have to do much. You tag 2 friends, follow the rules, go over to the Instagram page, go into my IGTV section, and you'll see it there. You will leave the comment. That will be your entry. I will respond to you with a ticket saying you're in. Then you're in. I will host the drawing, probably live, do it like I've been doing it, and then somebody's going to get a butt ton of supplements along with a bag, a hat, shaker bottle, all of that stuff. I mean, it's quite a bit of stuff. I show it in the video. Other than that, we're going to be talking today about judges' feedback, which is something very critical that you should do coming off show. I know some of you all do not do show, but feedback is also beneficial to you as well. We're going to get into the new supplement stack that I have, talk about why I have it, what's the difference between the supplement stack that I usually use going into prep and cut versus the supplement stack when I get into the build season. I think you'll be surprised of the quantity difference there. And then we're also going to talk about the competition body thing. When you lose your competition body, mentally you go through something. So we're going to be talking about that. If there are any questions, you know what it is, the super chat's right there. So let's get into the feedback first. I want to get into the judges' feedback. Now, judges' feedback is very important. If you've ever participated in a show, and I'm pretty sure people that don't do this are people that are very new to it, such as myself when I first started. Well, actually, when I first started, I did ask the judges for feedback. But it is your luxury to ask your judges for feedback. And most leagues or promoters that host the shows should be sending you an email saying that within a certain amount of time, judges will be available that were at the competition, and assigned judges will be assigned according to class, and you can reach out to one or two of those judges to receive feedback. Now, of course, they don't want you emailing both judges trying to get all that feedback. These people are busy. They are still judging shows. They still do have a life. So you'll be able to pick one judge and then send that person your shot. So if you're in the NPC, like I just did an NPC show, your shots will be available on NPC News Online, especially when you place top 5. So you could take those shots, send them out to the judges. The judges will then look at them again, because you have to understand, don't assume that they're going to know who you are. Judges are not going to know who you are just off of email. I mean, there were probably 50 guys in the men's physique class. So out of those 50 guys, then you're talking about bikini. Bikini was one of the biggest classes there. I promise you, bikini probably was 4 times the size of men's physique. Like, no bullshit. It was stacked. Okay. So when you do this, you want to include a front, side, and back photo. And then you want to include also a greeting to that judge, let them know you appreciate their time. And then if there's something that you are specifically hoping to get information on or feedback on that you don't want them to miss, include that in the email too. But you need to be open to the critique that you're going to get. All right. Because there's a difference in what you're expecting and what you'll get. And I always tell people that some people get judges' feedback and then they say to themselves, well, you know what? I don't feel that way. Well, that's fine. I mean, I guess somebody who gets a gift from you, if you bought the gift that you wanted them to have because you wanted to be happy about what they got, versus buying a gift that you know they would be happy with, that they have expressed something or interest in, that's the difference. You're not looking at you. You're not judging you. You're not judging yourself on stage, so it's not going to matter. You need to be open to the critique. So I have my critique here, okay? So the judge says his first note is increased size of my shoulder caps. So basically shoulder caps right here. I need to increase my size in shoulder caps. You might look at yourself and say, I think my shoulder caps look pretty good. Well, if they say that, then evidently they either dot you or you did not get enough points to place where you want it, which we all should want first. With that being said, I have my other trophies still at the gym at Row Fitness. I still have my trophies up there from this season. We brought home a total of 6 trophies, I believe. I think 2 from the first show and 4 from the Cleveland show. So a total of 6 trophies this year. In NPC, I placed top 5 all. So all the classes. So that was an accomplishment. Definitely not what I wanted. I want more. So with that being said, I will be working on my shoulders in this build season. Another thing he says is greatly. Now he says greatly improve your symmetry. Symmetry is very important. So him emphasizing greatly means he definitely sees some deficiencies there in symmetry from left to right side or portions or protagonist, antagonist muscle groups. And that's very important for me to know from a judge's point of view if they think that my symmetry is not up to par. That's something I will be working on and looking at very closely as I'm building this season. And to correct that, let me give you some tips on how to correct symmetry. We all have a weak and a strong side. The point in bodybuilding is to build those muscles out evenly so that they look very proportioned. They look very scaled out. So if your lat protrudes, your left lat protrudes a bit bigger than your right lat, something you might want to do is either increase the reps on that right lat or increase the weight on that right lat or increase an additional set on that right lat. Something to give that lat a bit extra more than you're giving the left lat, okay? To try to bring it up to speed. That could go for your legs, your biceps, your triceps, any of those muscle groups. It's about the same protocol to implement in order to get those muscle groups to catch up. So after he goes into symmetry, he also says increase the size of quads and calves. It's a known, how should I say? It is a no. I don't want to say stereotype because it's not a stereotype. It is an actual fact. Majority of men's physique do not focus on legs. It's not only one because majority of our body types probably are not genetically structured to have great legs, but it's not really judged in men's physique. But is it? Okay. I did a post on Brandon Henderson and Andre Ferguson back then when they had their little spiel, and you know, Andre was saying that legs wasn't being judged. Brandon was working on legs. And I think now if you look at men's physique, although judges say it's not a judging criteria that they can strike you down on, it's hard to personally get somebody to go against something that they are looking for. And I think Brandon changed the landscape there in men's physique where judges are now, at least maybe they're not technically scoring you points on, but they're looking to see, are your legs at least defined and built up to at least match your upper body build? So it's not saying that they're technically marking you down, but in some way they're sliding you. So it's important to start working on your legs, which is something I need to do. Now, hereditary, my leg, chicken legs run through the men's on side of my family. It is what it is. It's not an excuse. It is something that makes it harder for me to be a leg gainer, but it doesn't mean it can't be done to a certain extent. Not to mention if you have knee injuries and whatnot, you know, you have to find ways around that. So I definitely have started picking up more leg days, increasing the weight, the size, the reps on leg days as well. Another thing he says is match your, of course, match your upper body, improve your balance. That's what he wants to see, a little bit more closing gap between that lower body and upper body. After that is nice definition, good luck for the future shows. So good luck for the future shows, nice definition. Those were pretty much those were the critiques I got. So now let's talk about the competition body. Oh, here's my wife. Hey, babe, I'm on the live. All right. All right. So hold on. Let me call my daughter to answer the door for her mother because her mother did not take her key. So let me do that real quick while we on live. I'm handling house business. This is what it is. Like you have like house stuff you got to handle. I'm a dad all the time. All the time. It never fails. I have to be a dad all the time, a husband all the time. So let me butterfly. I know I gotta unlock the door. Yes. Okay, baby. Bye. Stop taking pictures. All right. So, the 8-year-old's gonna handle that. So anyway, back to this. I apologize. The competition body thing, like, so when we go in we're like shredded. You should be at least shredded. I'm looking like me, 7, 6, 8%. This is where I want to be. You look great. You don't feel great, but you look great. Okay. There's a big difference. Being shredded is not a healthy lifestyle. Let me tell you that right now. I gotta know a lot of people that say, hey, I wish I was shredded. I'm telling you right now, being shredded is not a healthy lifestyle. It does not feel great. Your mood sucks, your energy levels suck, your workouts kind of suck, but you do push on. You do grow to love it, especially if you love being in a sport. You grow to really love the agony that you go through because you know you're pushing to be the best version of yourself. If that kind of comes off across to you all as understanding that, but it is a hate-love relationship that you have to love. With that being said, when you get done with competition, you cannot build muscle staying in a competitive body frame. You cannot build muscle staying in a lean size like that, a lean state like that. So you're going to have to up your weight. You're going to have to up your food. With that being said, you're going to lose quite a bit of definition compared to when you were on stage and now you're just walking around. And what you look for, you can still see I'm a little bit vascular. I do have good veins, but some of that has faded from when I was extra lean. And that's something that plays a bit on your mind when you go through it, because now you start feeling like you don't look your best. Technically, you don't look your best, but you're looking the way you should in order to build more muscle. You cannot build more muscle without food, without heightened protein, without the extra carbohydrates to support your energy. And if you're in a caloric deficit, still, you're not going to build. You're still in a deficit. No matter how small that deficit is, you're not going to build. Now, if you're maintaining, then you have a little bit more room to toggle in between that and just maintain where you are. But if you want to put on some more size before the next season comes, you're going to have to pick up that food within means of your macro framework. Okay. You can't just say, look at these YouTube videos. Oh, this dude's eating 4,000 calories. 4,000 calories might not fit you. That might be way beyond what you really need in order to build muscle. And then maybe then again, depending on how big you are and what you're on. And when I say what you're on, if you're natural, if you're not natural, 4,000 calories might not be enough, depending on your size. Okay. Because if you're on gear, you're going to need quite a bit more food than you would if you were not on gear. All right. And I'm a natural athlete, so I don't need as much as somebody my size that would be on gear, but I do need a bit more. Other than that, you want to throw a few snacks in there. You don't want to eat totally clean. And I know that comes off kind of like, I don't know if that comes off a little different, like, oh, don't eat clean. No, you don't want to eat totally clean when you're going into what they say is a bulk season. I call it build season. You do need to throw some snacks in there. If you see right now, I have like a complete review going on. I mean, half-pound cookies for a review for my cookie dealer. All right. And I'm telling you, those damn cookies are addictive. No bullshit. Those cookies are damn good. Check out some of the YouTube reviews. Look at these cookies. They're half-pound cookies. They make them fresh, and they only do what they call as a stash release, where they release them at noon, and then once they're gone, they're gone. And I have literally seen a drop happen at 12 noon, and I bullshit you not, by 1400, which is 2 p.m., I'm telling you, I have seen fresh out. Like, they go that fast. So you can check those videos out, those reviews out, see what you think. You want to try them out. They're awesome cookies. They have a ton of flavors. I'm only going through 10, and I mean, there's way more than that. But other than that, back to what I was saying is, yeah, you want to throw some dirty snacks in there. I don't want to call them dirty. You want to throw some good snacks in there. You know, you don't want to eat that all the time, every day, majority of your meal, but you have your 5 to 6 meals, and then throw a snack in. Now, it is pretty good to throw that snack in at a certain place that might be more beneficial than later. Sometimes you don't want to eat all that at the end of the day. Maybe you throw that snack in between your third and your fourth meal, which is prior to your workout. And that way, you know, you have an increased workload coming, and you should burn some of that. Once again, you don't want to be in a deficit, but you do need to be in a surplus, but in a moderate surplus in order to build muscle and not just get overly fat. That's not what we want. So with that being said, let's get into this. Let's get into this supplement, because I don't want to keep you all too long. Let's get into the supplement. We already like 13 minutes in, 14 minutes in. Let's go ahead and crack this box open so I can tell you what I have and why I have it, and go through the differences and some of the things that I will take over from this season to next season. And by the way, if you need and you want to order anything from Core Nutritionals, the discount link and code is below in the description. You can also check it out on my website. So speaking of snacks, right here, boom. I don't want to hear any pause jokes, core jokes. Core balls. Now, this is my favorite peanut butter chocolate chip. Good thing about this is it is a snack that is higher in protein than what I might eat half-pound cookie, because in the half-pound cookies, those cookies go anywhere from 900 to 1,000 calories. But protein, I have yet to see a cookie that's been 20 grams of protein. The highest one I think I've seen is 15 grams of protein, which is not bad, but we're talking about 144 carbohydrates. Versus a snack like this, you get 4 core balls at 250 calories. You get 12 grams of total fat. You get 24 grams of carbohydrates, but you get 21 grams of protein. So this right here, although a snack, probably a better snack, more tailored toward helping your macros than the other snacks. So it's good. I throw this in about probably my third meal of the day is when I'll throw this in. And then my fourth meal would be straight, food, my protein, what kind of carbohydrate I'm having. I'm talking about double bond, not single bonds. So that's what I got. I got those snacks here. And these are also good. I still also kind of take those when I'm going tail end of prep before I really enter into cut. I'll still be eating some of these because I can fit them in due to the macros that are in there. Something else that I have right here is branched chain amino acid, ABC by Core Nutritional. Pink guava is one of my favorite flavors. It's very good, very calm. So I will stay on this throughout the seasons. Okay. Now, when I come off a show, I take like 2 weeks off, let my body kind of decompress. I know a lot of people say you don't have to come off protein. That might be true, but I like to give my body time to kind of reset itself, drink water, just eat food, and come off all of this synthetic stuff. Because then at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's not coming through natural food. It's powdered. It's been synthesized. It's been processed. Give your body some time to come off of that. So I'll have this, and then another flavor I have here is pina colada, which is another one of my favorite flavors. I think we have to actually do taste test on Fuzzy Uncle Carl, and we still have pina colada that we're going to do a review on for the BCA. Now you can go over there. That's a full playlist. Basically taste testing all the ABC branched chain amino acids, kind of let you know how they taste. That way you don't waste your money into getting into something that doesn't taste great, because nothing sucks worse than trying to muscle through a supplement that tastes like ass or doesn't mix worth shit, okay? So I will stay on branched chain amino acid all the way through, as well as protein powder. Right now, I am trying the new GNC Waybolic Girl Scouts protein powder in the peanut butter. And I'm going to give you my review on that compared to the Core Nutritional, which is an awesome protein powder to have. There's nothing bad I have to say about that. We do have some notes or some amendments to make with the fact that they have like an MCT additive in there using the coconut creamer, but I want to give you guys a little bit more information on that so that you can maximize that additive in a way that would help you. So you will have to like add a supplement to the supplement in order to get what you might call a ketosis type reaction. So we'll go into that video when we do that review. But other than that, that's what's in the stack. So what you do notice is missing is I don't have the test. I don't have the burn. I'm not going to be on it. Now I do have a canister burn. I'm still just going to make my way through, because if I hold it until next season, it won't be any good because it's already open. Those things tend to clump up even though they have desiccants in them. So I'll use that until it's up. But then after that, it's a done deal. Tests I will go ahead and cycle on and off of. Now, this is a test booster. This is not an exogenous type test that I'm going to be shooting through injection or needle. It's just something to try to put your body, give your body type of supplements or natural ingredients to try to help it promote more testosterone release. So I will cycle on and off that, not as much as they say. I will go on for 8 weeks, and then I probably will come off for 8 weeks. All right. With the fact that my body has more food, more nutrients, I'm eating bigger portions. I really don't need to try to combat as much of those cortisol levels as I did when I was in the cut, when my body was highly stressed and in a state where cortisol levels could be raised at any moment. So you're really trying to combat that using those supplements. Those supplements are not really being used as far as boosting your tests and then gaining muscle, although they do say they promote that. You're using these supplements to try to combat cortisol levels raising, because once cortisol levels go up, your body's going to start going into basically what is salvation mode, storing fat, holding water, all of that stuff that's not going to help you have a competition body that you want. So I will cycle on and off tests, stay on the protein powder, stay on the ABCs, and make sure that I get my food in. I'm like clockwork. I eat my food like clockwork. I can tell what time it is by my stomach getting hungry, okay? I'm intaking at least 7 times a day. That's what it takes, okay? Now, some of you that are not really building for competition, you might not have to intake that much, but I would recommend definitely a minimum of 4 times a day. 3 solids plus 1 snack, and you throw that in there. And if you do need help with that, you can go over to the website, www.thatguyhealth.com. I can help you structure meal plans, workout plans. We got the fitness app. I got clients in the UK, California, Texas, wherever. So that's very beneficial to have somebody like me, a professional like myself, fitness nutrition specialist, certified personal trainer, look and try to help you formulate something that is going to work personally for you. That is a big problem in the industry. A lot of people are giving you all plans that really aren't built for you. They're not even evaluating you. You sign up with them, they send you a meal plan, and how the hell did you get that? Ask yourself, and sometimes ask the person, how did you come to these numbers for me to intake daily to achieve my goal? If they can't answer that, I mean, they shouldn't have be able to answer it if they didn't get any information from you. Because when I get information from you, it's a pretty long sheet. I want to know what you like, what kind of taste you like, what type of food you don't like, what are you allergic to, so I can even start forming that. But beyond that, what are your goals? Where are we going? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to gain? Are you trying to lose? Do you need fat loss? What are we working with? What are your body matrix? Do I need to send you for a DEXA scan? All of this is information that a person building you a personalized meal plan or macro reference outline should be asking you in order to personalize it for you. A lot of these trainers are not doing that. Every trainer that is doing that, cheers, kudos, cookies to you, because you're being a good trainer, and that's what that comes with. So don't get so tied into just getting something and moving. It's almost like trying to go somewhere without a map or without Google Maps, and you've never been there before. It's going to be a long time. You're going to do a lot of zigzagging that you don't need to do. It's already going to be rough enough when you get a plan that actually does work for you, to adhere to it, to make it, to just make it through that. So I'm not going to harp on that too much. We're going to get on that, but I want to say thank you all for helping the channel reach 3,000 subscribers. I know a lot of you have told me that you think the channel deserves a lot more, but at the end of the day, I think, oh yeah, that was my alarm. Mortal Kombat comes out today. Today's the 23rd, right? Yes, today's the 23rd. Mortal Kombat's going to be released. I got to see it. I mean, I got to see that. I'm kind of mad, COVID came and wiped out the whole Top Gun movie. I got my damn t-shirt in the closet waiting to see Top Gun, and that's not going to happen. But I'm not going to get on my soapbox. I'm going to eat some of these snacks when I watch Mortal Kombat. But back to this. If you do need help, reach out to me, okay? Even if you don't want to get one of my plans or you're not ready there yet, you can email me or DM me at Instagram, and I will give you a daily log that you can fill out, and I will literally have a free consult with you, and we can try to find ways that you can exploit your day, because some people have a hard time trying to figure out, when can I work out? I don't feel like I have the time to work out. Sometimes you need help working through that. I don't know if I'm eating right. Sometimes you need help working through that. So I will do a free consult just to try to help get you in the right area. If after then you feel like you need a bit more help, there are plenty of flexible plans that will allow you to get the help you need from thatguyhealth.com. And I have no problem doing it. All right. I've been there. I've been out of the Navy. I have crack C's, crack L's. I've been to the point where I was just majority 20, probably 30% body fat and 196, 200 pounds. Did not look good. I couldn't go to the mall, hold my children, hold my baby up long. Trust me, I've been in an area, an emotional and mental state where I was not happy with my life because I was not happy with myself. So with that being said, when I tell you, I know what you're going through, I know what you're going through. Of course, there are things out there that people are going to have that will be very personalized, and I might not know exactly that situation, but I've been through the rut enough to try to assist you and really push you to be a better version of yourself. But at the end of the day, nothing works unless you do. So it has to be a partnership. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. I will be back again with these lives. We're going to try to come on once a month. Definitely bring your questions. This is really a Q&A session for you to have access to a certified personal trainer to ask your questions in the chat so that I can answer them for you without you having to pay obscene amounts of money to get the information from somebody. When I come on live, it is your opportunity to basically riddle me with whatever the hell you want to riddle me with, within fitness world. Let's not get TMZ crazy. You feel me? So other than that, I really appreciate you all. We're going to go ahead and end this up. I'm going to get these snacks, get my food. I'm watching Mortal Kombat. So you know what I always say, be safe. Let's build together, and peace.